says we're live. Cassie, it's been 2 weeks.
I know. Can you believe it? 2 weeks.
Where did it seems like it was like just yesterday. Like we were talking about kindness and going through our book and our adventure and things like that.
Yep.
So we're on week 18 and you're on chapter 17. And you know me, people that are watching this, I'm just like picking the book apart. And if there's an adventure that seems like it's going to be fitting my life, that's what I've been doing. But Cassie's been doing it chronologically.
I have. I like this chapter because it's all about you matter. And it brings me to the whole idea of what we say to ourselves and putting ourselves first.
Mm-hmm.
And then taking the whole concept of just being kind, force yourself to just be kind, even to the nastiest person that you meet. So if you meet a waitress, let's say, who's not having a good day and is a little grumpy and a little abrupt, flip it around and be uber kind to her, and it'll change everything. And I love the quote in it. He refers to Nelson Mandela, and we all know about Nelson Mandela. But his quote is, as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. So absolutely. The focus has really been on sharing my light. Mm-hmm. And as you know, my journey in the last last week has been something else with the passing of my father. And what's gotten me through was shining my own light onto others so that they didn't, we had fun. We had a service yesterday and we had a blast.
Oh, good.
And people kept coming up to us saying, I know this sounds kind of strange at a, funeral. We called it a celebration of life, but that we had a good time. And it's like, yes.
Oh, beautiful.
So it's like, yeah, you matter. And, we are allowed to be sad and angry and have all those emotions. It's called being human. Mm-hmm. But take the challenge of you matter, I matter, we matter, and that's all that matters in his words. And I love this. It's got muscle bound Leon holding up kindness, the big words of kindness. And I think that's just, even as I've been navigating the last couple of weeks with my father and juggling school, teaching, and my kids, it's like I mattered, and I shared that with my students. And how are you this morning? I'm tired. I know, like I am, we're all tired, but we're here to have some fun. It's just sort of like just being in the kind and in the mental place of I matter. And it just works. It works.
I was having a conversation with somebody, today at work, and I said, there's such a surprise because there's so many negative conversations that are going around and people that are being grumpy and just, I said, flip it around and just, your whole thing is about putting 11 on people, put a big kindness on, and they're so surprised that you're not feeding into their negativity. You're just like, you know what? Okay. How's your day? Like, consciously be thinking about how you can be putting a loving on somebody, how you can be kind, show a smile, show a wave, throw a heart out the window as someone's driving by.
But that's what Leon's challenging in this chapter, is challenging us all to not get sucked into that negative modality and really work at kindness coming in the front. And I think that's great. I think, man, if everybody just did that and just didn't follow along, come on, people, let's be kind.
There's some on the Daily Gratitude. No, I follow Gratitude Your Mood. It's a Facebook group. And he said something about kindness. And I said, you know what? Complaining is easy because you are sucking somebody else's energy to do it.
Yeah.
Giving a compliment is hard because you're giving piece of yourself away with no expectation in return.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, and the people that afterwards that were commenting, they went, "Wow, that's a different perspective." I says, "Yeah, it's easy to complain because it's really easy, but to compliment, it's like, you know what? I gotta think. I'm gonna make sure that my heart is delivered with the words or the action or the wave, that it's authentic, it's genuine." And that takes a lot more thought and love and compassion and kindness in order to do that. So they were all like, "Wow, what a different perspective." I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, very powerful. What chapter did you do this week?
Well, I did a chapter, Adventure 27, Create Your Own Adventure.
Oh, you must be the master at that one.
Well, and it was him saying, "Now it's your turn. And no, you don't need to drive from Alaska to Argentina in a 50-year-old yellow Beetle." I would have loved to do that with him. Create your own kindness adventure, and can be something small, something big, buying a stranger a flower. Are you ready for the kindness? And my kindness adventure this week was to be present in people's lives when they were talking to me. As I get out in back working in front of people, being safe. And if they started sharing a story, there was a fellow today, he was saying about because I do food demos. He was showing me the recipes in his phone that he was so excited. He was coming to get all the ingredients. And he said, "I found this recipe on Pinterest. And oh my gosh, have you ever eaten this?" And I would have kind of, "Oh my gosh, will you just like have your sample and go? Like no, I was present in his kindness because he was excited. He had spent some time learning this. And I was being kind and listening, kind and interacting. And I was very conscious of that this past week. It's like, you know what, Jeanette, you're going out, you're seeing people. Okay, let's be kind. There was a lady Friday night at my office, and she just was sharing a story. And I was like, there was lots of other people in the room, but I was just with her, like just with her. And she was crying, and because I had said a blessing over this dinner we were about to have, and she says, "Thank you so much for doing a blessing." She didn't expect that. And I'm like, and she says, "That just means so much to me." And I listened to her story of the why. And that was me being kind in that time, like time and kindness. And that was my adventure this week, that I wanted to be really that gift or present.
Yeah.
In the presence in people's lives this week.
It's really paying attention to people.
Yeah.
Like individual attention to people.
And receiving their gift, like, and
receiving it.
Their gift to me is, wow, I know more about you now. No, wow.
Yes.
And that's what you get in return, is you get filled up.
That's right.
You get totally filled up.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that was my adventure. There's lots of room. He says, let's have fun. And to me, it's fun because when you're present, you get to see the delivery of the expression and it's not just the words.
Yeah.
Like it's everything. It's their whole human being.
Yeah.
And that's kindness. That's
nice.
Total kindness.
I like that a lot. Wow.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. So we're going to meet again next week, right?
I gotta tell you guys, Christmas is coming up. If you need a stocking stuffer, if you have a bunch of kids that you want to go through this, you're on chapter 17. So we have what? There's 28 and a half. Do the math. Yeah. You're the teacher. 7 weeks.
I teach music. I don't do math.
So we're almost to the end of the year, I think, in our weeks.
Yeah.
With this book. So I'm excited to hear continue.
Yeah.
Because the world needs a whole heaping, big heaping of kindness out there.
Absolutely. So everyone out there that's watching, your challenge is to be present when you're listening to someone, and to step out and show kindness to even the people that aren't nice to you.
Yeah.
And turn around with kindness. See how many people you can touch that way and change their day, change their lives.
Somebody cuts you off and you just gotta go, okay, bye-bye, have a great day. It'll just diffuse
Yeah.
the situation. Just
Yeah.
like that. Boom.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Thanks,
Oh,
Jeanette.
be kind.